Hi, Alden.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon po to all our blogger friends who's here this afternoon. Kamusta po?
Ayan, ang fresh-fresh naman ni Alden for today.
Grabe nga yun.
Diba? Okay, so hindi natin mapatagalin to. So for our first one, will be coming from Miss Kate Adahar. Miss Kate?
Hi, good afternoon. Hi, Alden. Congratulations.
Salamat po.
For my first question, na-mention mo kasi sa caption mo when you announced this concert na we'll get to know you more as Richard Falkerson Jr. Sino ba si Alden at home? Who is RJ? Can you give us a glimpse?
I'm actually a homebody kasi. I don't usually go out. I'm very private when it comes to anything that's personal to me. But somehow, this concert really inspired me to give out a huge portion of my life when I was young, when I was starting, para makita at malaman ng mga tao kung why did I start the idea and why did I start a foundation, which is the AR Foundation, and how I really did came up with the concert, which is Forward. So, malalaman nila yan kasi since it's a documentary concert, it will be insightful and people will find a lot of purpose into it. Kasi gano'n naman talaga, when we do something in life, hindi mo naman siya gagawin kung walang dahilan. And the one of the main reasons why I really pushed this idea and this concept and this organization to move forward was really because of what I have experienced during my childhood. Before Richard Fulkerson actually met Alden Richards.
Nice. And in connection to that, in your journey to where you are now, pag binabalikan mo, ano yung masasabi mo? Grabe, pinagdaanan ko pala yun pag binabalikan mo. Kasi ngayon, you're one of GMA's most important actors. So, bukod to sa sa madalas nakakwentong rejections, auditions, ganyan.
So, dun tayo sa hindi showbiz part. Kasi nga, right now, it's basically Forward, meet Richard Reyes Fulkerson Jr. Ang rejections naman kasi hindi mo lang yan nai-experience kapag artista ka. All of us have experienced that. And one of the reasons why I championed for scholarship programs and granting scholarships was, me myself, I've experienced that. Yung gustong-gusto mo mag-aral pero wala kang pambayad ng tuition fee. Somehow, the idea of yung hindi hadlang ang kahirapan sa edukasyon, actually, medyo isa siyang attribute sa mga kabataan natin kung bakit hindi sila nakakapagpatuloy ng pag-aaral. Because they don't have the resources. So, I want to break that cycle wherein you get to be reliant with other people para lang ma-achieve mo yung dreams mo. I want the foundation to be there for these kids para kahit paano they will find comfort and they will find an organization that will help them achieve their goals in life without asking anything in return. So the only thing that we are asking for these scholars is to continue the idea of kindness na natutunan nila sa amin and to also be they give back to other people na kahit hindi na sa amin. Because gano'n naman para ma-create natin yung unending ripple of kindness, we have to start somewhere. And this foundation is the start of that.
Congratulations again. Good luck. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, Miss Kate. So for our next question naman po ay manggagaling kay Mr. Janelle Esteliores.
Hi, good afternoon, Alden.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Hello. Ang question ko, how did you condition yourself in time for this concert?
Medyo ni-reassess ko at binalikan ko yung how I prepare for a concert. Kasi basically, the past concerts that I've had are all performance concerts. It focused more on the showcase of the singing and dancing ability of me. So ngayon, the motivation right now for this concert is really about purpose. What is this purpose all about? Why are we pushing this purpose forward? Kasi parang doon pa lang sa konsepto na yun, na iba na agad yung motivation ng lahat ng tao eh. Not only me, but all of the people who are behind the whole, the ER Foundation and the whole concert, the forward concert. So, it gave us a different motivation. Iba yung gana ng mga tao knowing that this concert is really for a cause. They're gonna be able, ganun yung sinasabi ko sa kanila when we were doing this eh. I make them part of the foundation of their I'm giving them the credit for this kasi syempre yun like what I've said, hindi naman kailangan pag sinabing tutulong ka sa ibang tao, kailangan pera lang. You can always contribute to a certain cause kahit sarili mo lang yung present. And yun yung that's one of the things that I've learned with this project that we're in, and I can see to these people na kapag ganun yung binigay mong motivation sa kanila, iba sila mag-work. And most especially din sa akin, iba yung passion ko dito. Talagang, and this concert is the concert na talagang sobrang hands-on ako since I've also produced this. So talagang ang sarap paghirapan kasi alam mo yung kapupuntahan niya.
Then, nabanggit mo na hands-on ka dito. Paano mo nababalance pa rin yung work and life dynamics mo?
It's all about time management at the end of the day. It's all about putting up your priorities first. Kasi ako, whenever I wake up in the morning, makikita nila yan sa concert, part of the docu yan. First things first ako talaga. Ano yung dapat mo nang gawin before doing the non-important things? Parang yun muna yung inuuna ko. Siguro yung setting up your goal in a day. Iba yung setting up mo ng goal for a day, setting up your goal for the week, setting up your goal for the month, and setting up your goal for the year. Nagkakaiba yun. May short term and long term. So that's also the reason why siguro I was able to come up with this despite of my busy schedule kasi I strongly believe that the word busy is just an excuse para hindi mo magawa yung mga bagay na dapat mo pang gawin, na dapat bigyan mo ng importance. So pag busy kasi ako eh, busy ako sa ganito. It's just an excuse. It's all about time management. And I guess isa yun sa mga na-master ko since ng pandemic.
Nabanggit mo naman ngayon yung pandemic. Ngayon kasi virtual pa. How much do you miss? How much do you miss seeing crowds and fans, especially ngayong nagluluwag na tayo, paparating na yung talagang in-person na concert at saka premiere night.
Malungkot siya in the past years that we've been all in this situation. Like pag nasa Itbulaga kami, we always do the show with a lot of audiences. And of course, yun nga, nangyari si ALDEN's reality, wala ring audience. It's a different setup and it kind of make me sad to be in that kind of setup. But right now, na medyo lumuluwag na nga siya, siguro after this forward concert, yung next concert naman natin would be face-to-face na. Kasi ang dami na ring bansa na nag-open for it. So, syempre susunod na rin tayo doon. But right now, digital muna tayo for the beginning of the year because this will air on January 30. At least, syempre, para ma-champion din natin yung cause ng foundation. Kasi yun yung sabi ko na parang we have this foundation, parang gawin na nating big yung launch niya na hindi lang natin siya in-announce sa news and social media, but let's make something out of it na mas may intindihan ng mga tao. Where did this all idea came about? How did this idea came about? So that's the purpose of this concert.
Salamat, Alden. Abangan namin ito. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Jonel Esteriore. So, our next question naman po ay manggagaling naman sa vlogger
Chappy si Pacho.
John Bueno. Ay, sorry, medyo nahina.
Oo, ako na pala pa. Sige, okay lang.
Connection ko. Hello? Ayan, okay, ayan.
Hi Alden, kamusta ka na?
Okay naman.
Ayan. Really happy that you're doing this. What has been the part of the whole journey as Alden Richards made you realize that you need to help other people?
Actually, it's not really the journey of Alden, but the journey of Richard Fulkerson. That I realized. yun nga, I don't want to create a stigma that Richard Fulkerson Jr. and Alden Richards are separate people. They're the same person, but just different in perspective. Kumbaga, that's also gonna be divulged on the detail of the documentary concert once they watched it. And parang ako, being RJ, being Richard Fulkerson, I guess that's one of the reasons why I pushed through with this. Kasi I want to break a certain cycle. The cycle of not being able to go to school because of financial incapacity. Because I've experienced that myself. So I want the foundation to be there. I want us to be there for these people, especially these kids who are really eager to learn and to finish schooling, yet they're incapable or hindi nila kayang ma-sustain. I want to be part of it. I want the foundation to be part of it para matulungan sila. And sobrang laking bagay kasi ng mga personal experiences kung bakit namin naisip lahat ng to. Parang the best way talaga to be able to know how a certain situation feels like is really to be in that situation and experience it firsthand. Kagaya nga ng cliche saying na experience is the best teacher. It really is. So that's one of the main reasons and motivations why I came up with this project.
A couple of years back, I've had the chance to interview you during your birthday concert somewhere in Laguna. During that time, I asked you a specific question that, and you answered like you would give your time. I mean, you would give yourself time for love and relationship during this year. Have you? I know you've accomplished a lot, but have you ever had thoughts of settling down or finding, that person?
I guess the objectives and goals for different people changes depending on the circumstance that will come their way, especially now. And love is just there. Andyan lang yan. And apparently, dun sa time na I wanted to, I'm really open about it. Dumating to eh. And this will help a lot of people. This will parang give more reach and masarap siyang gawing legacy sa buhay. Kasi andyan lang yung love. And I get the whole stigma of love when it comes to the Philippine showbiz industry. But medyo iba yung way na tinataha ko ngayon. Iba yung focus ko ngayon. So right now, I'm really focused on this foundation and the concert actually. So yun nga, nag-iiba siya as time goes by. Actually, every day, nag-iiba yung priorities.
Alden, although you've helped a lot of people, you're good looking and all, but you do have a lot of detractors too. You have your share of detractors.
Yes.
Why do you choose to be kind?
Kasi parang I gain more than stooping down to their level. I mean, to all celebrities, parang being the bigger person and being the better person is what really counts. I mean, these people, they have no identity. They're just they just create dummy accounts and try to put you down. And it's been a culture, especially now na talagang sobrang nag-skyrocket yung social media because of the pandemic. But yung detractions kasi and yung mga negative comments they say about me, I find different ways and let my success answer those negative connotations.
Wow.
So, doon na lang. Mas magfo-focus ako doon rather than to go head on against them. It's a waste of time para sa akin.
All right. Thank you so much, Alden, and can't wait for more successes for AR Foundation as well.
Thank you, John. Salamat.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sir John. For our next question naman ay manggagaling kay Albert Abelido. Albert?
Hey, mabuhay! Hey, mabuhay, Alden! Ay, congratulations! Ayan. Yung first question ko is, like, what was the process like for you and your team in developing yung itong concept na forward?
Parang galit sa vlogger, parang robot ka ba?
Meron ba naka-on na ibang mic? May naririnig tayo. Ayan, sige. The whole process of creating this idea was very mahirap, mahirap siya, but everything just somehow fell into place. And I guess that's one of the signs why why this project is meant to happen. So,
Yung ano ni Sir,
sorry, sino po yun? May ba tayong...
Reminder na lang po na pa-off po yung mga mic natin.
Sorry, Albert. So,
Carry boom. Yeah. Paulit na lang ako, Alden. Sorry.
yes, yes. Actually, the whole process of creating this concert was difficult. But for some reason, everything fell into place. And I guess that's one of the signs na this project was meant to happen. So, andali eh. We come up with an idea, we come up with options, we throw it, we brainstorm about it, and then it comes out perfectly. So, isa yun sa mga nag-push sa amin kung bakit parang, this is meant to happen because everything fell into place. And naging very rewarding siya as our journey goes by. Every single day, may nadidiscover kami to ourselves, to what this concert is all about. What also inspires me about this concert is how the actual people who's working in this concert are actually moved by it. So, ang dami ring na-inspire ng mga taong involved sa concert na parang, pwede pala to. We can create a purpose concert pala na hindi lang puro all about performances and guests. So, I'm very, very happy about how things came about.
That's nice. Alden, pero itong AR Foundation, kailan pa to natatag? And parang bakit and what are the testimonials from the beneficiaries that you really treasure?
Actually kasi Albert, bago mabuo yung AR Foundation, hindi ko na inakala na ang dami ko na palang scholars. Actually, I have 14. Two of them are college graduates already. Isang BS Electrical Engineering and one of BS Information Technology. And I still have 12 scholars ongoing. So sa actual concert, actually hindi ko pa rin sila na-meet. Kasi nga, I don't really publicize my charity works. So I just ask other people to help them na ako na lang yung sa akin, ako na lang yung kausap, and then I tell them na don't say it was me. Don't tell these people na ako yung tumulong. So parang ayun, nagulat ako na ganoon na sila kadami. I haven't actually met them, pero we're gonna have a sit down siguro later this week or next week, later this week or the week after next week, para makilala ko naman sila kahit papaano. And siguro yun yung nilo-look forward ko. So, kamusta na sila ngayon? I've been doing this for the past 8 years already. So, gusto kong makita parang kamusta na sila ngayon now na hindi na nagiging hadlang yung pag-aaral nila sa pag-achieve nila sa gusto nilang marating sa buhay.
That's nice. And sorry Alden, last na lang. Kasi parang feeling ko ang nangyayari ngayon is parang more than being an actor, you're building a legacy already. So at what point in your life na parang ganun na yung nagiging direction na nung how you wanted to live your life?
Hindi kasi siya planado, Albert eh. Parang at this age gusto ko ito na ako, at this age gusto ko ganito na ako. Wala kasi siyang ganun eh. So I guess that's also one of the beauties of not putting deadlines in your life. Not a fan of deadlining and deadlines pagdating, like kasi syempre may culture tayo. At this age, dapat successful ka na. You have the time, all the time in the world that you need to be successful and to achieve the goals that you want in life. Don't let other people set that for you. So that's how I live my life every day. I am the boss of my own life, no one else. And syempre si Lord ang mas boss ko, pero kumbaga just let it flow. Work hard, you have a goal, pero don't let other people dictate your deadline. Walang ganun. There's no such thing. parang ikaw ang bahala. You are your pilot.
Thank you so much, Alden.
Thanks,
Ayan.
Albert.
Sana magkaroon din ako ng foundation. Isa pa lang kasi na paaral ko, yes. Parang hindi pa po.
Meron, that's what matters.
Foundation na ba yun? Isa pa lang eh.
At least meron.
Congrats, Alden, ha?
Thank
We,
you.
we look forward to that concert. Thank you, Pachot.
Thank you.
Thanks, Albert. So, ayan. So, for our last question naman from our blogger friends, papasukin na natin or tawagin na natin, wala iba si MJ De Leon. MJ, hello!
Si MJ, dala-dalawa pa yung G.
Oo, iba yan.
Grabe. Kasi naman, I'm trying to calm myself, but ang fresh at ang blooming mo ngayon, well, everyday naman. But iba lang ngayon. Well, gusto ko lang i-follow up, Alden, yung question ni Albert earlier na yan. No, the basic of AR Foundation is for scholarship, education. So paano ba to? We just want to get a glimpse. Meron ka bang team na nagsiscreen ng deserving scholars? How do you do it?
Yes, right now kasi before AR Foundation started, dalawa lang kami ni Mama Ted na, Ma, hanap ka nga ng scholars kasi bagong sweldo ako eh. So, ganun ako. Every time I sumasahod ako sa work, I seek to it that every month I have a charity work. No matter how big or small, as long as there's a certain portion of my salary that will go to charity. So, iba-iba yon. Parang meron sa mga animal welfare, home for the aged, bayampunan, education. But education was my main purpose. So right now that we officiated the foundation, we have selected people who will become part of the screening team dun sa mga scholars natin na gustong mag-apply for scholarship. Kasi right now, at the stage 1 of the project development of AR Foundation, we're just at the stage of granting scholarships for these kids. And then, but we have a long-term plan. We have a goal. Ito, by this year, dapat andito na tayo para hindi lang naiipit sa pag-grant ng scholarships. So we can help a lot more. Mas marami pa tayong matulungan in the future. Kumbaga, yung mga bata na meron tayo ngayon, sila yung first stage of it. So the foundation has a long plan. Meron na kaming 5-year projection kung saan namin gustong pumunta. So I have a really good team behind me. So
Ayun, ayun na namin nagsasalita na naman. But okay, sige. But super interesting kasi siya, Alden, because it's what the others have mentioned earlier, legacy talaga siya. So magsusundot ako, Metro Manila lang ba to, or are you planning to make it all over the country, or?
Kasi right now it's all over the country. The scholars
wow.
Is all over the country. So that's from kinder to K-12 to college. Nakita natin all markets right now. Yung 14 na meron tayo.
Congratulations, Alden, nakaka-proud. It's being more than just, you're really using your influence as a celebrity to affect change in the world. Naks naman. So, moving to from the scholarship to the concert, yung first kasi namin nakita, documentary concert. You had 2 concerts in the pandemic. First one is, of course, AR, and then this one. Anong pinagkaiba ng documentary concert?
This is a concert full of heart. Kasi ako, while doing this, the journey has been very emotional for me. Kasi ang dami ko ring realizations. And it's also one of the reasons why I'm so hands-on into it. Kasi nga, I also produced it and I know where the cost, kung ano yung cost niya, kung saan mapupunta yung proceeds of this concert. So, I guess that's the difference between AR and this forward concert is virtual AR kasi parang we just showcase na pwede palang mag-virtual reality concert. But right now, this is my first concert na talagang may cost. And the cost is, of course, the kids that I'm helping at the moment as well. So it's full of heart. It's a performance concert, but it's more of a purpose concert. They will find why I started this because they will know further ano yung pinagdaanan ni Richard Reyes Fulkerson nung bata siya.
So, pero may performance ka pa din?
Of course, meron.
I see. Okay, sige. Yun kasi, of course, hahanapin ng mga fans mo yun eh. Okay, so one last question because I believe I'm the last to ask, just a general question. Sabi kasi nila, Alden, you really cannot bring all of what you were when we all go out from this pandemic. So patapos na yung pandemic eh. May mababawas at may madadag or nadagdag sa'yo sa pandemic. Ano yung pinakamagandang nadagdag sa isang Alden Richards during the pandemic?
Mas lumalim yung understanding ko sa salitang charity. And mas lumalim yung understanding ko sa salitang pagtulong. Kasi ang pagtulong kasi, depende talaga sa tao yan at the end of the day. And nasa sayo if you wanna continue the help all throughout, like for education, for example, kung gusto mong ituloy, or you just, help them for a short time. But my advocacy as the founder of the AR Foundation, CEO, as the founder, as a founder of AR Foundation, is to really help these kids finish school until college. I want to sustain them as long as, I'm always here to help, but as long as they also fulfill the requirements that we're gonna give to them. Kasi the scholars and the foundation must work hand in hand to achieve that goal. And I want to be part of their success as well. I want to see them fly and also give back to other people.
Ayun. Parang gusto ko tayo maging scholar, but joke lang. Anyway, thank you, Alden. Congratulations. Looking forward to the concert.
Salamat.
Thanks, MJ. Thank you, MJ. Same thought. Parang gusto ko rin maging scholar. Charot. Ayan.
Graduate ka na
Oo naman. Gusto ko lang po maging scholar na pagmamahal ni Alden. Wow! Charot lang. Ayun na nga. So, babalikan natin yung AVP natin and I think ready na siya ngayon. So, panoorin na natin siya.